Howdy YouTube, my name's Ethanra, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So first things first, this is actually my second time recording this particular video because the first one, naturally, I messed up. I was trying to fight back the need to clear my throat, but I couldn't do it, so I was like, forget it, I'll just start over again. On the bright side though, I didn't get that far, so I have to just backtrack a little bit. Next things next, what I said in that video was that I already said this in the comments, but because it bothered me so much, I just have to say it here too. Obviously, when I said, oh great, it's doing it again, but not my throat. It's not gonna mess this video up. Man, I hate when that happens. Anyway, in the last video with the sleeping line, obviously when I said the sleeping line with power metals versus the Fenrir with power metals, obviously, I know I keep saying that, because it is, the Fenrir would be stronger. What I meant was the sleeping line with the appropriate with the appropriate speed metals and the Fenrir with the appropriate power metals, etc. That's what I meant. And even then, it was just an example just to, try to explain away how you should explain yourself on whatever topic. Don't just disagree just to disagree. Don't disagree just because you're trying to be funny or you think you're a troll, which if that's the case, then I definitely don't want anything to do with you. But my point is, explain why you disagree over whatever. Or how the Kingdom Hearts community ain't grateful for nothing. Obviously, I meant isn't grateful for anything, but got a little too country there. So, moving on to the more important topics. This is roughly where I had to start over, so this is all new. I've already mentioned how I have zero control over my thumbnails, but from 2 days ago and onwards, they have not been that bad. The first interesting one of note, actually, I take that back. I did say this in the last video. We were actually hunting a pumpkin soldier. I was like, oh, this is actually very fitting, and you're about to find out why. But, of course, video got messed up, so started over. But the reason why that would have been appropriate if we were hunting pumpkin soldiers is because the very first interesting thumbnail from 2 days ago is the one of the Halloween raid bosses, or more specifically the Omega bosses, but there was only like one really. In this case, the thumbnail for that is the Fortress Crab, and it looks like he's peering out from, like, for example, like I keep saying, like he was rising up from the bottom of the screen, so his eyes are just now poking over from the bottom of the screen. It looks really good. I actually like it. It would almost be cute if it was like any other Heartless, like say a Shenanigan or a Golden Truffle or whatever. I'm not even going to try to say those things' names, especially since I don't care for them. But they're a lot cuter than the Fortress Crab. Next after that is the Quest for My Light 1 and 2. The first one I don't care about too much because it's just Painter, Pence, and Olette, which I've seen enough already. They don't annoy me like the Iron Giant does, but still, I've seen enough of them in my thumbnails already. The only reason theirs don't bother me that bad is because they represent like friendship into Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I'm not saying they do, but that's what they make me think of, friendship, and you know how big of a deal that is in Kingdom Hearts. So for that reason alone, it doesn't bother me that much. But the next one after that, and I think is actually really good, the Quest for My Light Part 2, is the simple fact that for spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it already, I actually completed my objective, and the thumbnail of that one just happens to say quest complete, so it's almost like a little foreshadowing. That I like. Again, my luck for once working in my favor. That very rarely happens. Then the next one after that is the where I made my Keyblade level 35, and I mentioned in the video about I cannot remember how to say their name, the Golden Trichomas, or you know what I'm talking about, the golden mushroom looking Heartless, those things. Again, if you've seen my Gambler of Fate video, you know exactly why I feel the way I do about those little devils. But they just happen to be the thumbnail of that video. What are the odds of that? And my voice is trying to go out again. I'm going to resist it for as long as I can. I may have to cut this one short. The next one, I actually said this wrong in the last video, but it's not variable, it's veritable Maelstrom of Avarice. And this one's actually completely unrelated, but it does have the Martial Monkey as the thumbnail, so it looks like I'm talking about him. And again, I don't really like that Heartless either, because he's almost guaranteed to one-shot you. Pretty much guaranteed to one-shot you unless something like Defense Boost 4 kicks in. And even then, I don't really know. Like, I don't remember if I've ever survived. Yeah, I think I have. I'm trying to think if I've ever survived that attack with Defense Boost 4 alone, or if I boosted my defense, then Defense Boost 4. I don't know. But he has a very high probability of one-shotting you. So I say all that to say how he is the thumbnail for Veritable Maelstrom of Avarice. I thought that's pretty good. And then, of course, the last one, for now anyway, before this one goes up, is Damage Quest Part 2, which is still nothing special, but it is more unique than the other thumbnails, simply because it's the first one that has appeared like that. That's always good. Better than seeing the Iron Giant for the God knows what time. What is this, like the 8th? If he shows up, I should go back and count how many times he's shown up. I might do that in my spare time. But yeah, so the thumbnails have been pretty good. Don't expect them to be any, getting any better. Chances are they'll get worse. But I just wanted to make this short little video to correct some things that I did wrong in the last one, as well as share my thoughts on the thumbnails. I'm pretty sure Skull might be being a little scamp in some of them. He's just like hiding behind something so I don't see him. But I like the way the thumbnails have turned out for the past couple of videos, and I hope you all have too. So that's all for now. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you around.